How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to Guitar Bias. A few people have said in various Blade Bias videos that they wanted to see more guitar content, which is very interesting because guitar content is something that I have tried and failed to do on numerous occasions for various reasons, but never on Blade Bias. I play in, well, this is currently in a nice and bright open tuning, which is basically, if you're not familiar, it's where you tune your guitar strings to form a chord. This is a variation of there's a band called Tiny Moving Parts, and they use a tuning often that is C sharp. Oh, I don't even remember it. But basically, I use a version of that, except it is, instead of tuning some strings up, I just tune the whole thing down, so I don't have to tune any strings up. Basically what noodling on guitar sounds like, by the way. It's just a lot of nonsense. Like, people who don't play instruments maybe think that you just pick up a guitar or a piano and just a song comes out, but that's not the case at all. And a lot of times you're making nothing at all. It's just like, a lot of times you're just hitting notes, and like, that was wrong. I wanted to play it one fret up. And a lot of people think that songs just come out. You just sit down and just write a song. It's not really it. But yeah, I like to noodle in these open tunings. I don't really like to write in these open tunings because I feel like I get locked in these ruts of only playing like what has already been. Like, already put Junior, don't even think about it. He's been going up on the TV stand, and it's been a nightmare. But a lot of people kind of don't understand that a lot of music, in the same way flipping is a lot of just, messing around until you try something that you like. Okay, Junior. Music is a lot of the same thing. It's a lot of just noodling around until you find something that inevitably sounds pretty cool to you, and then you write based off of that. What? But yeah, this is a Jackson HT6. This is the signature model of, it's not even technically the signature, but this is the designed by Misha Mansoor of Periphery, which is one of my favorite bands of all time. This is the Indonesian-made one. There's one that is American-made that is like $3,000. This is not that. This is the $900-ish one. So yeah, I played guitar for a very long time. Before I ever touched a ballad song, before I ever really got in heavy to cinematography and anything like that, my main hobby was playing guitar and making music. Now, granted, it was not this kind of music. This kind of, like, I guess what I'm technically playing is like a lot of inspired by math rock and Midwest emo, which if you've ever listened to any of that, that's like... I don't even remember how to play that because I'm in a different tuning than that song's in. Whatever, but yeah, American football, woo! I don't even know what fret it's actually on. It's weird. I don't know. But a lot of math rock, Midwest emo stuff. It's kind of what I've been playing for a while, just when I'm noodling around, when I don't want to actually, you know, write anything. But when I actually feel like writing something, I usually switch back to a few main tunings, because those are the tunings I've known for a very long time. Well, I can't even. There's a few main. The main one is just obviously drop D. Some things are a little bit off. That should probably be better. Yeah, because drop D is what's. There's a lot of songs written in drop D. What was that? That was one of the All That Remains songs. Oh, here you go, Ethan. I haven't played in a while. I'm kind of rusty, but let me actually play that properly, which is, this is a small, oh, way too loud. This is a Black Star something or other. I said something or other, that's not the actual name. I just don't remember what it's called. But yeah, like I said, I used to play a lot of guitar before I switched to... Before I started making battle song content, making music was my main thing. I would spend hours and hours and hours just making stuff and experimenting with stuff. And honestly, I was more of a producer than really a proper musician, because most of my time was just spent on the mixing and mastering side of things. What, Junior? Do you want to come hang out? Yeah, he does. Okay. But yeah, I used to play a lot of music, and the music I used to play was not... I used to play a lot of rock, and mostly my main music I played was modern metalcore, which if you've ever heard of bands like Periphery, Thornhill, what are some really good ones that I used to listen to a lot? But the problem is that it's not a super popular genre, so or subgenre rather. So a lot of the bands I'm gonna list, people probably won't know. I know Ted has a good ass music taste. Thornhill, I know me and Ted both love Thornhill. Thornhill's a really good example, but definitely Periphery is my main, and specifically Mark from Periphery. Mark Holcomb is probably my favorite guitarist of all time. And like, I learned a lot from his playing. That was like a lot of what I learned, but it's a lot of like tweedly bits and kind of like, oh, I can't even play that. I don't even know. That song's hard. But a good song that perfectly encapsulates what I play a lot is the song Scarlet by Periphery. Which, if you don't know, this is just tuning my tuning the keys up here to change the strings to a different pitch, because now it is back in a different open tuning. And Scarlet goes a little bit something like, oh, I can't even play it. Jeez. Oh my god. Let's try that again. To be fair, I have not played guitar in a very long time, so. Do I remember how to play this chord up here? Probably not. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I kind of butchered that, but guitar is very difficult. For people who, like, this style of guitar is very... Like, look at this chord. My thumb is pressing the top two strings. My pinky's over here. My pointer finger's here. The ring finger is doing its own thing. It's not even there. But there's a string skipped here that just stays open. And then my middle finger's all the way up top there. So this style of playing is very, very difficult. But it leaves you with some of the nicest... some of the coolest guitar parts I've ever heard. I'm going to point to Mark from Periphery again. Listen to Scarlet, that song I was just mentioning. And also Sentient Glow from Periphery is a very, very nice example of Mark's playing, which is just huge-ass chords that are built into riffs. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, but... But that's kind of like the majority of what I play is not necessarily like, which is why I haven't really shared, you know, guitar content on my Instagram, is because I don't play nice acoustic songs, you know? I don't play a lot of the classics people know. It would be different if I went outside with my acoustic and played Wonderwall for people to, like, I just don't play that stuff, and I don't enjoy that stuff, because I like, when it comes to guitar, I really like things that are interesting and stuff that I haven't heard before. Two bands that I'm very, very into and have been into for a while are Belmont and Origami Angel. If you've ever heard of either of those, you are a legend. If you have not, then definitely listen to them. Belmont is more of like a pop punk mixed with modern metalcore with hip-hop influence kind of deal. Belmont is an amazing band, and some of their guitar parts are some of the best guitar parts I've heard in ever. And Origami Angel as well. They're a little bit more on the math rock side of things. Origami Angel I would definitely consider a math rock band, but they are amazing, and Ryland's guitar parts are absolutely fantastic, and the dude knows what he's doing, which is great. So but yeah, the hard part with sharing my guitar clips and stuff is that I don't play a lot of just like the classics, you know? It'd be one thing, like, to say I like rock and metal is one thing, but then people expect me to bust out like a Metallica riff. I don't like Metallica. I think their parts are extremely boring. I have respect for them because of the popularity they gave the metal genre, but I think a lot of that stuff is incredibly boring, and I don't like it, so... So I don't play a lot of stuff that people enjoy to hear, which is why I basically never share guitar content. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll give you 30 seconds, not even 30 seconds, just the first intro bit to name this song. I'm sure most people, a good chunk of people will know it. Got it? Guess what it is down in the comments. Pretty popular song. But a lot of the stuff I play is not very, like... Not very... I still have reverb on. A lot of the stuff I play is not very mainstream popular. Which is why I never really share guitar content, but I do still play guitar every once in a while. It's very hard for me to play and talk. I can't really do that, but yeah. But yeah, guitar content is something that I've tried doing. I tried doing some like just gear related guitar content before on a different channel, and it just didn't work out. I'm trying to remember how to play a certain song, but I just don't. Oh, shit. I don't remember how to play that. How do you play? Shit. I don't remember. But yeah, guitar content is something I've never really done. I've said it before, just because I don't really play a lot of traditionally interesting stuff. A lot of people just, it's not very cool to them like it is to me. So yeah, and it's different with guitar content because unlike flipping, where basically everyone understands, like, oh, a ballad song is a ballad song, like, everyone understands what tricks you're doing. With guitar, there's so many different techniques and so many different genres that I don't understand how difficult certain songs are because I don't play that genre. So it's not really like I can... And there's different guitars that really only suit like certain people, so it's not like I can just make guitar videos the same way I make blade bias videos, where I can just get a thing in and talk about it. It's very, like, more of, it only appeals to you if you're interested in. It's not a very wide appeal when it comes to music and guitar stuff, because I can make videos talking about modern metalcore and math rock all day. The problem is that the only people who are going to care are people who are interested in modern metalcore and math rock. So if there's somebody who's a classically trained pianist, they're probably not going to give a shit, and that is just, it's kind of rough, because in a similar way to ballad songs, like, if you're gonna make that the main thing you talk about, then that has to be your entire niche. It's very difficult to flip-flop between, like, being a ballad song channel and being other things. And this happened to Will when he tried to upload the video about his headphone collection. There was a small overlap of, you know, ballad song enthusiasts and audiophiles, but for the most part, nobody, like, the core audience didn't really care. And that is kind of with guitar content. That's kind of why I don't post any guitar stuff. I don't talk about my guitars at all, is because you guys are here for ballad songs. And if I was a very impressive, like, pop musician, it'd be different, because that is an incredibly mainstream genre. But when I'm playing some weird shit you've never heard, like you don't listen to that kind of stuff, it's not appealing. And on top of that, guitar content is just, like, not, like, guitar used to be my main hobby. I would spend hours every day playing guitar, producing music, like, working on projects, in the same way I do that for videos now. So my main hobby, Junior sees a piece of, like, string. My main hobby switched from guitar content, or not guitar content, but music and playing guitar. It switched from that to ballad songs and cinematography, basically. So, oh geez, I'm burping a lot. So it's not necessarily like I don't enjoy playing guitar or anything. I do still play it, and I do still love playing guitar, and I still listen to music, and I'm discovering new music every single day. I recently found this band called Action/Adventure, and Action Adventure is, like, listen to their Pulling Focus EP. Specifically, the first song, Barricades, the first and the second song, Barricades and Poser. If you listen to those two songs by a band called Action Adventure, there's a slash between them. It's like a pop-punk kind of modern metalcore stuff, and that is my absolute shit. That is my jam. I just discovered them recently, and I absolutely love their stuff. But it's just, making guitar content is just very... I don't know, it's just not ideal, because in order to make the guitar content that I would see as, like, interesting, I'd have to be fully invested. Like, it has to be my main hobby, and unfortunately, it's just not anymore. It was, a while ago, but now that I've kind of picked up cinematography and making more videos, it's just unfortunately not anymore. I do still have a knack for producing and making music. I have made music for videos before. I made a video a long time ago on my old channel called Lo-Fi Genre for the Lonely. The song I used in the background for that video I made myself. Ethan used it in one of his Instagram edits, which was, I think he also used it in one of his videos as well. But yeah, I still make music and stuff. It's just playing guitar and creating music has not been my main hobby in a while. It kind of stopped being my main hobby when me and Ethan first got into ballad songs, because that's when I got into cinematography as well. So around Christmas of, was that last year? Was that 2 years ago? It was 2 Christmases ago, but it's only March, so it's like a year and a half ago. So around a year and a half ago is when I kind of slowed down on playing guitar and making music. But before that, I was, like, that was my main thing I did. That was my shtick, is, oh, Ty's playing guitar again. What a surprise. But, yeah. Yeah, I still love guitar, and I love music. Music is a huge part of my life. It always has been, and it definitely always will be. But, you know, it's just not something I really share, which is very interesting, because I've always been very, like, you guys, I've talked about it a little bit, but before making ballad song videos, I streamed a shit ton. I wanted to be a YouTuber and a content creator for the longest time. I streamed a bunch. I made a shit ton of video essays. Like, I have always been putting myself on the internet and putting so much love and care into making videos. But when I started playing guitar and taking music more seriously, I never really just publicized that very much. On my Instagram account, I posted a few guitar clips on my old personal account, but that's kind of it. I didn't really do much other than that. I just felt like music was... I just enjoyed the process more than anything. I really didn't want to be a super huge, like, musician. I've never really taken too much of an interest in playing live on stage. I don't know. It just never really was my thing. I was more kind of like the bedroom producer kind of deal. But with YouTube content, I'm a lot more public with it. So I think that inevitably doing cinematography has, like, that's the right path for me to go down. Music is like a good side hobby to have. But yeah, that's kind of it. I don't even know if this video made any sense at all. Half of it was just me playing very sloppily. But yeah, I only have my one guitar with me when I moved down to Florida. I have a lot more guitars. I have some 8-strings as well, because I used to be into a lot of extended range stuff. I have a lot of guitars and a lot of cool things. And when you're 17 years old, working, like 16 to 17 years old, working your ass off, and you still live at your parents' house, you have a shit ton of money to drop on whatever the hell you want. So I bought a lot of guitars that were probably too expensive for me to reasonably buy. This being the most expensive purchase, and it is definitely the best guitar I have. It does have a electrical problem. The pickup toggle switch is very jank, and it will sometimes it crackles when you switch, and half the time it just won't let audio through. I think just the wiring's bad. I just have to get that replaced or fix the wiring, but I'm pretty dumb, so I'll just let somebody else handle that eventually. But that's it. Other than that, this is an absolutely phenomenal guitar. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's a little bit of my music journey, a little bit of what I like and why I don't post guitar content very much. But yeah, that's kind of it. If you want to see more guitar content, I mean, I guess I can start posting more, but I think some of the math rock stuff I'd be okay posting, because especially in the clean math rock, like clean tone, sparkly math rock stuff, a lot of people think it's really pretty. Like, even if you're not a guitar player, a lot of people do still enjoy it. Like, think of any of the guys from Polyphia, or Ichikanito is a very, very popular guitarist, And a lot of people who like his stuff aren't even guitarists. They just like it because it is so pretty and so expressive. So a lot of like that kind of stuff, I could do. But in terms of like my modern metalcore, kind of the stuff I really enjoy playing, it's just too niche of a subgenre that I think a lot of people won't really enjoy it. So there's not really, and it's not even like I said, I don't really post a lot of my guitar stuff. Like, it's not like I feel like I can't, so I don't. It's more of like, I'm not really doing it much, and people aren't going to be too interested in it, so I'm just not even really going to worry about it. Where if it was like some other stuff that people have very, very clearly wanted me to post, then maybe I would make some content for it. But with guitar content, it's just kind of like, maybe I'll post some clips on Instagram of me playing some of the prettier stuff I can play, but that's about it. It's kind of all that's going to come out of my guitar content, unless suddenly there's an uprising in people who have a similar music taste and actually want me to play stuff. But that's basically it. I can't do tweak fans. How do you, what do you do? I don't understand tweak fans. I don't know how you do them, but whatever. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. That's kind of it. I'll talk to you guys again soon, hopefully. Let me go stab Junior here. Let me just commit violence. Yeah, dead. Oh, geez. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to y'all again pretty soon. Peace out.